What happens if a cobra bites a rattlesnake? At first, it sounds like the perfect venom showdown. One snake is famous for powerful neurotoxins. The other is known for venom that can damage blood and tissue. So if one bites the other, which snake survives? The answer is not as simple as comparing which venom is stronger, because venom does not work the same way in every animal. And snakes are not equally resistant to every type of toxin. To understand what could happen, we first need to look at a cobra. Many cobras produce venom rich in neurotoxins. These toxins attack the nervous system. They interfere with the signals that travel between nerves and muscles. If enough venom enters the body, muscles can stop working normally. Breathing can become difficult, and in severe cases, the victim can die. Now compare that with a rattlesnake. Many rattlesnakes produce venom that works very differently. Their venom can damage tissue. It can interfere with blood clotting. It can injure blood vessels. And some species also contain components that affect the nervous system. So already, these two snakes are using very different chemical weapons. But here is the important part. Producing venom does not automatically make a snake immune to venom. A cobra may have some resistance to toxins from its own species. A rattlesnake may have resistance to toxins it commonly encounters. But that protection may not work nearly as well against a completely different venom mixture. So imagine the cobra strikes first. It sinks its fangs into the rattlesnake and injects venom. Now the cobra's neurotoxins enter the rattlesnake's tissue. If those toxins can attach effectively to the rattlesnake's receptors, they may begin interfering with nerve and muscle function. The rattlesnake could become weak, movement could slow, and a large enough dose could become fatal. But the size of the dose matters. A quick defensive bite may deliver much less venom than a full hunting bite. Some snake bites can even deliver very little venom at all. So a single bite does not guarantee the same result every time. Now reverse the situation. The rattlesnake bites the cobra. Its venom enters the cobra's body. Instead of mainly attacking nerve signaling, the venom may begin damaging tissue and disrupting blood-related processes. The cobra's natural resistance to its own venom may not protect it very well from those toxins. Swelling could develop around the bite. Tissue damage could increase. And if enough venom enters the body, the cobra could be seriously injured. So which bite is more dangerous? That depends on the exact cobra species. It depends on the exact rattlesnake species. It depends on the venom composition. It depends on the amount injected. And it depends on where the bite lands. There is no single cobra venom. And there is no single rattlesnake venom. Different cobra species can produce very different toxic mixtures. Different rattlesnake populations can also vary. Even snakes of the same species can have differences in venom depending on age, diet, geography, and other factors. That means two encounters between a cobra and a rattlesnake could produce completely different outcomes. Body size also changes everything. Imagine a large king cobra biting a much smaller rattlesnake. The cobra may be capable of delivering a large amount of venom, and the smaller snake has less body mass to absorb that dose. Now imagine the opposite. A large rattlesnake bites a smaller cobra. The relative dose becomes much more dangerous for the cobra. Health matters too. A strong adult snake may survive an injury that a younger, weaker, or stressed animal cannot. And the location of the bite can make a major difference. A shallow bite into one part of the body may not spread as quickly. A deeper bite in a more vulnerable location may produce a much more serious effect. So there is no guaranteed winner. But there is another important factor: behavior. Cobras and rattlesnakes do not fight in exactly the same way. A cobra can raise much of its body from the ground. It can track movement. It can strike forward rapidly. A rattlesnake usually relies on camouflage, warning behavior, and an extremely fast strike. In a real confrontation, the animal that lands the first effective bite may gain a huge advantage. But even then, the fight may continue. Venom does not always act instantly. A bitten snake may still have enough time to strike back. That means both snakes could potentially inject venom into each other. And now the situation becomes even more complicated. One snake may begin suffering neurological effects. The other may begin suffering tissue damage. Both animals could weaken at different speeds. One might survive, both might survive, or both could be seriously injured. This is why comparing venomous animals is so difficult. Venom is not like a number where one species simply has a higher score. One venom may be extremely effective against mammals. Another may work better against reptiles. Another may be especially effective against birds or amphibians. Venom evolves around the prey and threats each species, and that creates another question. Could a rattlesnake have natural resistance to cobra venom? Possibly, depending on the toxins involved. But resistance is usually specific. A snake may resist certain components very well and remain vulnerable to others. The same is true for the cobra. Its body may tolerate some venom components better than others. But neither animal should be assumed to be completely immune. This is the same evolutionary pattern we see throughout nature. Venom creates pressure for resistance. Resistance creates pressure for venom to change. Over many generations, predator and prey can push each other toward more specialized biology. But a cobra and rattlesnake do not normally spend millions of years evolving specifically against each other. That means neither species is guaranteed to have the perfect defense against the other's venom. So what actually happens if a cobra bites a rattlesnake? The rattlesnake may survive. It may become weak. It may suffer serious neurological effects, or the bite could be fatal. And what happens if the rattlesnake bites the cobra? The cobra may survive. It may suffer swelling and tissue damage, or a large enough dose could kill it. There is no automatic winner. The result depends on biology, dose, species, body size, health, and the exact bite. But if both snakes manage to bite each other, the most dangerous part may not be which venom is stronger. It may be which venom acts faster. Because in a real venom showdown, the first snake to lose control of its muscles, movement, or circulation may never get another chance to strike.